lot of you have asked me about hair extensions and if I would do a tutorial on explaining the difference between the different hair extensions that are offered out there. So at my salon, at Fresh Hair, we offer two different types of hair extensions. We offer a tape-in extension, which is called Hotheads hair extensions, and we also offer a keratin bonded extension, which is called SOCAP extensions. So I'm gonna show you the difference between the two, the pros and cons between the two, and my opinion on how I feel about extensions. Now remember, when I say that it's my opinion, there's hairstylists out there that have a different opinion and view on these, and you should go with what your hairstylist suggests for your hair. So the first type that we probably do the most in my salon are the Hotheads hair extensions. So these, in my opinion, are the healthiest for your hair if you're going to do extensions. I feel like extensions can tend to be, it's kind of a catch-22. They help give you more hair, but they can also damage the hair that you have, and it can pull hair out and causing you to lose hair. So it's kind of a catch-22. I personally like doing extensions for special occasions. I'm not a big fan of people wearing extensions as a full-time thing. So if you have a wedding coming up, or you have some big vacation and you want long hair, or you want to fill in for thickness, go for it. I love extensions for that. I think it's an awesome invention that we can be able to thicken up our hair. Or if you want highlights in your hair and you don't want to damage your hair, then putting extensions in to give dimension and change your color of your hair without damaging your existing hair, I love it. I think it's great. I think if you have thin hair, maybe thin on the sides, and you want to add in extensions just for some fullness, occasionally, that's great too. I am just, again, personal opinion, I'm not a fan of wearing extensions all year long. So these are my favorite Hotheads extensions because they come in a variety of colors. We have swatches so you can get color match. So if you want to match up your color, if you want something like I said, to add in an ombre, if you want to kind of create a balayage look, if you want to create highlights, if you want to put low lights in, you can come in and pick out all different colors to put in your hair and enhance your existing hair color. The Hotheads extensions tape in. So you get this little bond here. You can see from the back, they're on there. This little bond has all the little hairs, if you guys can see that, on there. So these tape in to your hair. So what you do is you have to have a stylist do this, by the way. Somebody who is certified Hotheads stylist has to do this. Not everyone can do this, and you don't want everyone to do this, because if they put it in the wrong place or they're not applying it correctly, you could really damage your hair and scalp. What a stylist would do to your hair is they would take one of these wefts, and one weft is just one piece of it. You actually need two, and they sandwich between your hair, and that's what keeps them together. So you would take two of them, and these are sticky on the back side. You peel that little sticker off, and you peel the other sticker off, and you have a little fine weft of hair in between, and you sandwich them together, and you get that much hair per extension. That's another reason I like these. I feel like they're very cost effective. You're gonna get a lot of hair per extension. Having this larger weft is not going to tear and pull your hair. It doesn't flip as easily, and it can be reused up to 2 to 3 times, I believe, depending on how good you take care of it. So you can come to your stylist like every 8 weeks and have these moved back up and reuse them. So really, honestly, I feel like it's a better affordable buy because you get to reuse these. So I prefer these. I'm gonna show you. I don't have any extensions, but I just kind of want to show you. It would lay right in there, and then your hair would go over, and then voila, you have extensions. You can get a lot of hair with the Hotheads extensions. You could put up to 10 to 20 in your hair, and you could really change the look of your hair. If you have thin hair, you could just put a few of these in here just to change. I personally like to curl my extensions when I do have them in with my hair. I feel like it looks better when my hair is curled. So you can also cut these and have them blended into your hair as well. You can also have different lengths put in. You can have like one real long one and then have your stylist order you like a shorter one to create multiple lengths in your hair too. So Hotheads also has these little mini tabs, and I like these little micro strands because they are great, again, if you're wanting just a few highlights maybe around your face or lowlights, or if you're just wanting to thicken up the sides, you can put these little itty bitty mini tabs in, and they're fantastic. These cannot be reused, unfortunately. So they're a one-time use. They're gonna last about 8 weeks. I personally like them just to add highlights if I don't wanna damage my hair and I want some blonde highlights in my hair. And these are really skinny, so they're not gonna give you a ton of hair. But if you put, just one little tab in there, get that out of the way, you can see you could create highlights easily in your hair without damaging your natural hair. So I really like these. These are really fun to play with, but again, they're only a one-time use, and they are not damaging at all. So then we have SOCAP She extensions. These, I do these. I'm a certified SOCAP extension person, and I do these, but not as often as I do the Hotheads. The She extensions by SOCAP are keratin bonded extensions. So these are a little trickier. These are more time consuming. These cannot be reused. Again, you can create thickness, you can create length, you can create dimension with all these extensions that I'm showing you. The thing about these is they go on to a very small little strand of your natural hair. You take this little heating tool, it heats this and melts it, and this wraps around and bonds to your hair. This little keratin bond wraps around your natural hair. And that, it kind of almost looks like a shoelace tie is how I explain it. That's how small they are. So they're very, you can't see them in your hair. So they're very hidden in the hair, but they do twist around and can be pulled very easily. If you are a very low maintenance kind of gal, I do not recommend these because they are a little more high maintenance. You need to really take great care of these when they're in your hair. You need to be careful when you brush your hair. If you have them in your hair, I tell people to hold their hair and brush so they don't grab that bond. Sometimes people forget that the bond is there and they brush through their hair and it rips it out of their hair. And I've seen bald spots on people's hair from them ripping them out of their hair. That goes for the Hotheads as well. You need to hold that bonded area and brush very carefully because it's attached to your hair, and if it pulls, you could damage your hair follicle and that hair cannot grow back. That is the con, in my opinion, on hair extensions, is that you can damage that hair follicle if you're not careful. So hair extensions are not for low maintenance people. If you are more high maintenance, you like to really take care of your hair and take time with taking care of your extensions, then go for it. But personally, I say just to use hair extensions just for special occasions. We have a stylist at our salon, Megan Farmer. She is a Hotheads educator. So she actually goes from all over the place, all these salons, and teaches other stylists how to use the Hotheads, how to apply the Hotheads correctly, and she certifies them. So if you guys have any questions, I'm sure she'd be more than welcome to answer. Just put the comments below and let me know what you think. And thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Bye.